The man had just killed someone and immediately called the police. When the SWAT team broke down the door, he had already taken off all his clothes, because as a top lawyer, he knew that in such a situation, the police absolutely could not open fire on him. Although the police found a body at the scene, strangely not a single fingerprint was left behind. There was no way to prove that Jack committed the crime. When the prosecutor interrogated him, Jack said that as long as they agreed to one condition, he would plead guilty immediately, and the request he made was actually for a Simmons mattress. James was furious, and cursed out Jack's family right on the spot. But, unexpectedly, that same day James's daughter also received a DDD greeting, and the contents inside were a brutal video of Jack committing the murder. But because Jack wore a mask the entire time in the video, James couldn't do anything about him. With no other choice, the police had to send a Simmons mattress to the prison as requested, and Jack, keeping his word, appeared in court. But the next second, he demanded that the judge release him on the spot. Not only that, he even brought up a similar past case to make his argument more convincing. With the police having zero evidence, the judge was persuaded and decided to dismiss the charges and release Jack. But Jack wasn't happy about it. He clapped mockingly and pointed at the judge's nose, hurling insults. It turned out that 10 years ago Jack's wife was murdered. At the time, it was the same judge who released the killer in court due to lack of evidence. Faced with Jack's non-stop insults, the judge was infuriated and had him arrested again for contempt of court. But back in prison, Jack remained calm and composed. He told James that he still had a hostage in his hands, the same lawyer from back then. If they wanted to save him, they had to meet a second condition. James had a colleague make a call to Jack, and sure enough, that lawyer had gone missing 2 days earlier. With no other option, he asked Jack what he wanted this time, and this time Jack's request was a stake, because they needed to rescue the hostage. The police had no choice but to agree to his request. After Jack tasted the delicious steak, he finally gave up a coordinate. The police rushed to the location and successfully dug up a hostage. While all the officers were away, Jack generously shared the food with his cellmate. But what no one knew was that he had hidden a sharp bone in his hand. While his cellmate wasn't paying attention, he stabbed him in the throat on the spot. To commit such a serious crime in prison, Jack was immediately thrown into solitary confinement. But no one knew that this was the most critical step in his revenge plan.